this lesson, we're going to review how to remove foreign language characters using VBA. So let's review the typical use case for this macro technique. When working with a multinational company, there are instances where Excel reports are shared amongst groups that contain both English and foreign language text. You may often be required to remove foreign text if you want to further work on these Excel files. To do that, you must manually select each cell and remove the foreign text to be able to use the reports. This makes the whole process pretty lengthy. However, we can remove the foreign text using the VBA code provided below in this lesson. In this lesson, we also provide an explanation of what the code syntax means and how the Excel uses the code to differentiate between English and foreign language text. In this lesson, we'll also work on a sample file to show you what the results of the code should look like. We'll use a sample Chinese menu containing both English and Chinese text, and the objective will be to show only the English text and remove the Chinese text. The first step of the process is to open the sample workbook and save it as a macro-enabled workbook. Next, the second step is to enable the Developer tab in your Excel file if you don't already have it enabled. Go to the File tab and then click on Options at the end. You'll then find a Customize ribbon. Click on it and it'll give you a list of customization options. On the right side, you'll see a Main tabs list. The box next to the Developer tab will be empty, indicating that it is unselected. Simply click on the box and click OK. Next, the third step is to navigate to the Visual Basic from the Developer tab. This will open the Visual Basic interface. The fourth step is to click on the Insert tab and then select the module. It'll open up the workspace for you to insert the VBA code. You can find the VBA code at the bottom of your worksheet lesson. In the fifth step, we want to copy the code and paste it in the workspace module. Then either press F5 or click on the play button to run the code on your sample file. You'll see the sample file will show the results exactly as we showed earlier. We'll now go through an explanation of each layer of the VBA code so that you can understand how the VBA code syntax works to get this desired result. The first layer defines the dimensions of the values in the worksheet. The dim term refers to dimension here. To make it simple to understand, suppose that you have an Excel sheet containing alphabets and numbers. If we want to only select the numbers, we will set the dimension range as integer. In this case, we're using the entire range and not specifying what the contents of the Excel should be because we want to separate both languages, so we'll want to select both. This is also to ensure that if there are any numbers present, both in English and foreign text, we want to keep the English numbers and remove the foreign ones. The second layer is used to generate a Visual Basic script for regular expressions. Visual Basic has a set of regular expressions stored. For example, in the case of the English language, it must have all of the alphabets stored from A to Z in both uppercase and in lowercase format. It must also have numbers and punctuations. We're using the with statement with createObject. In VBA, with statement can be used to perform a series of statements on a specific object. The object here is to run VB script for regular expressions. We will define the specific parts of the regular expression that we want to extract in the next layers. This will help us identify and define regular expressions of English language so that the other foreign text is removed. The third layer is the global setting to define how the regular expression is to be processed on the worksheet. That is, whether the operation is to be processed for all the values or only the first match. By default, it is set to false, which means that when we process the code, it will only remove the first foreign character on each cell. Therefore, it must be changed to true so that it searches for all the possible values and then update them. The fourth layer is where we are required to define the pattern so that only the English language is detected and all else is removed. Let's look at all the patterns in the code. The circumflex symbol, which is usually used as mathematical exponential calculation, is used inside square brackets to look for all other values mentioned within the square bracket. If you remove the symbol, it'll remove the English text, and we will be left with the foreign one. It is necessary to have this symbol in the code as it ensures that all of the English text is searched for. The backslash lowercase d symbol is used to match any single decimal digit in the range, such as the number 5. We will use this syntax to find the numbers accepted in the English text. The backslash lowercase w symbol is used to match any alphanumeric character in the range, such as the letter A. We will use this syntax to find alphabets accepted in the English language. The backslash lowercase s minus symbol is used to ignore any white space or tabs such as inverted commas or hyphens. We will use this syntax to avoid any unnecessary punctuation in the text. The backslash full stop symbol is used to match text relating to full stop symbol. We will use it to get this punctuation at the end of complete sentences. The backslash comma symbol is used to match text relating to the comma symbol. We will use it to get this punctuation in mid-sentences. The complete syntax means that we are instructing Excel to select all the numbers, alphabets, and full stop and comma punctuation of the English text and ignore everything else. The fifth layer is instructing Excel to select all of the cells containing both texts in the workbook denoted by the current region syntax. We are using this because we want to select those cells and then replace them just like in the find and replace function in Excel. The sixth layer instructs Excel to replace the cells selected in the fifth layer with values following the pattern that was defined in the fourth layer. The seventh layer is simply instructing Excel to repeat the find and replace function until all the cells are replaced. The last layer is to close with the with statement that we started with in the second layer to complete the code. Now that we understand how the syntax in the code works, we can use it to extract the English language text from the Excel files containing both the English language and the foreign language text. In this case, it was Chinese. You can also remove the circumflex symbol in the pattern description to get the foreign language text instead of the English language text.
Hey guys, thanks for watching this lesson. I hope you enjoyed it. And if you did, I'd really appreciate a like and subscribe from you. And if you want to learn more about Microsoft Excel, check out these videos above. And don't forget to check out our website, commercecurve.com, where we have lots of in-depth finance and accounting courses available with full training workbooks. All of our courses come with complete workbooks of lessons, examples, pre-built financial models, and training video. Hope to see you there.